It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. These NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. Starting from the 5. Making some progress here. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
I'll tell you what, as a quarterback, you sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
Good. 180.
Mayfield now from the gun. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. One drive in, and he's already in line for that ice bath. Took a couple of early hits. It looks like it's affecting his ability to deliver that football.
Yeah, and I'll let you know a little secret here, Kate. Those defenses, once they get to the quarterback, they usually don't stop.
They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Going play action with Darts. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face 2nd down. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Catches made. That's the rookie out of North Carolina. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
16 yards. 1st down, New York.
From the gun, a run for Henry. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Into a crowd, and intercepted! And the Buccaneers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
1st and 10.
Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber of defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series.
He's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
That's caught. It's Kate Otten. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Handoff headed left to Brown. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up second down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Baker now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Baker now off the play fake. Vacates quickly left side. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
From the gun, Mayfield. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants are stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Passing downfield, working the left. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They're cobbled together a yard there. Avante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This is Henry on second. And they nearly picked up the first down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's on target to Johnson. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. New set of downs from the 37. On 1st down, here's Dart. And there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And it's good for a New York 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Here's Henry running left. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Chase Brown now to return it. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
You've set it downs for him from the 31. First and 10, it's Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here's Baker to throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
Run.
Here we go, it's Mayfield. Got his man, it's Auden. And He has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Look at that. No worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
King! 180!
Baker throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. The Giants using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Mayfield now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. Now here's Mayfield. It's complete. This is Nguka. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
1st and 10 at the 41.
And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. So 1st down from the 41. Here's Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
So they'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
180!
Mayfield now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Hey, alert! 180! Up!
3rd and long for him here. He's going deep this time. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Okay, Buka, the intended target. And that brings up 4th and long.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Mayfield to throw for it. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Going play action with Dart. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Throwing on first down. It's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Fourth down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it. They'll go. Here's Dart. Has a man on target to Johnson. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Line up the design keeper. He stopped, and I think technically this is going to go as a loss on the play, Brock, but he's still right on the edge of the goal line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. It's second and goal. Dart out of the shotgun. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Brown with a return here. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. He's going to loft one deep to the left. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Jamel Dean makes the play. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Baker now off the play fake. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes the play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throwing again is Baker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on third? Throwing, Baker. Dump off, caught by his back. Through the defense, he's past the 20. And he makes it all the way up to the 32-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down. Here's Baker. Get some space around midfield. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down from the 42. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Into traffic, complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Bucs have the first. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
180.
First down throw here. Mayfield finds him over the middle. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play action. Here's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Set. 180.
Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Bails out of the pocket quick. Going deep here for the end zone. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Going on 3rd, here's Dart. It's caught right side by Johnson. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
Fourth down in inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Giants ball, just 1 quarter away from advancing in the postseason. First down from the 42. It's another keeper for Dart. He's still going at the 30. Oh, he lost the football. And this one belongs to the Buccaneers. Well, nearly the end of that series. Partner, you can almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered. Just keep on continuing the evolution of the wide receivers as runners. You know, that used to just be a gadget play, Kate, but then you see it more and more between the 20s, and now we're seeing it even in the red zone. Get your playmakers the ball.
The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. So we'll take a pause for the injury, and that looks like Derrick Henry, who's in need of some assistance out there. One of the biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Here is Scatterboo. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Dart going to go for it on 4th. They did it! He made the interception! That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers have some new life in the 4th. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick. Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
That's him on the quick hitter. And give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop him. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Brown. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
From the gun, Mayfield. Catch made left side by Abuka. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Back to throw it. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He finds Evans left side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mayfield to throw again. Hits him on the in route. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup and stop made at the 36. And dose of the hurry up here. Baker throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Looking to throw. It's a big, strong downfield to Aguka. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. On 1st down, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the gun, here's Dart. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. He'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Giants going for the win here. All set to go now from the 35. Out of the gun, Henry. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Tight end going in motion here. Back to throw. He finds Johnson over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he's got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Setting up to pass. That throw behind his intended target.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
He'll look to throw it. Buying some time right. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. And Scatterboo on 3rd. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. This 42 yards from the right hash. That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Brown with a return here. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into a good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield again. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, but how well the defense had that one covered.
And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
That's good for a first down.
First down, here's Baker. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Ranging near a minute to play. 2nd and 10.
180. Stop.
Throwing again. It's Mayfield. Brought in right side by McMillan. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. To throw. He'll have the first down and even more. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Trying to set this up quick.
16 yards. And a first down.
And that spikes 36 seconds to play. "35 seconds to go. It's 2nd and 10.
180.
Throwing, Baker. Setting up the screen. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. Looking to throw it. This is hauled in by Allen on the right side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
17 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down.
And that's clocked with 9 seconds left. Time for maybe a couple of plays. Second and 10, once again from the 12-yard line. All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game. Second and 10, once again from the 12-yard line.
180. Up. Stop.
Mayfield now from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Chase McLaughlin now to try the Buccaneers field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. Now, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. We'll give right side. It's Scatterboot. Bounced it outside, but still no luck as he's brought down at the line. 2nd down coming up. And postseason overtime no longer different from what we saw in the regular season. A touchdown on the opening drive doesn't end things. The other side's going to get a chance to retort. And if the game remains tied beyond that, then it is sudden death. So overtime in the playoffs, Brock, no longer an oddity compared to our first 18 weeks. It's all going to work the same now. Both teams guaranteed a shot with the football regardless of who wins the opening toss. And if we're tied after those two drives, it is next score wins.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
It has been a heavyweight fight to begin these playoffs, and we're not done yet. The kick is away, and overtime has begun. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Levante David. Wow. Stunned silence up here and stunned silence on that sideline, partner. I mean, a pick on the very first play of overtime? That one may have just decided this ball game.
Well, this offense now has to go out on that field and capitalize. It's going to pay off what the defense just did. This is called complementary football, Kate. Your defense goes out there and takes the ball away extraordinarily. And now the offense has got to find a way to finish this game off with points.
Next score sends somebody through in our postseason. So high stakes as they step up here for second down. Here's Brown again. Ran into a wall that time. Couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Third down, give to Brown. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. So here they are. A chance to win this with a field goal. The Giants using their first time out, as they'll take a moment to plan their next steps here in OT. So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. This is a 48-yard look for him. The kick is off the mark, no good. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Buck still out there and being looked at now.
They sure gave him a chance, Kate. They went for the field goal that could have won the game. Safe to say, and this is the hard part about it being a kicker, is that image is going to flash through his head for a long time. But for now, we play on. Let's go.
On first down, this is Scandaboo. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. Get 22 out of that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas. And you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Going right back to Scandaboo. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. And he's made the catch to silence this crowd. It's a touchdown. This game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And that was the type of game you can only hope for in the postseason, Brock. A couple of deserving teams laying it all out there, and they were finally able to get the win and keep their playoffs going. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Giants, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Get it! Ready! Ready! Set! Set, go! Let's go! Go! Ready? Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Come on! Set! go. Here we go. 70 Lions. Let's go. 70 Timber. Ready. Ready. Cook. Put. Come on. Come on. Let go. Hey, go. Let's go. Ready. Here we go, start! Ready?